Jones.
Well, taking a look at our time lapse, you can see off towards the north, those storms building. They were mainly off towards the north as well as the south today. Compared to San Angelo, we stayed pretty dry, and then of course getting that great going towards the sunset, some of the cloud cover giving us some pretty good views. But of course, as we go through the 10 p.m. hour, starting to cool off now. 86 here in town, same for Robert Lee. Down towards I-10, 79 in Ozona, 74 there in Menard, the cool spot, thanks to a bunch of rain-cooled air down towards the southeastern Concho Valley right now. So a good 12 degrees of spread across the entire area, and dew points pretty muggy out there. 75 in Junction, 71 in Menard, 67 here in town, 65 for Ozona. Relative humidity indices anywhere from those 60s all the way up into the 90s. Not too long ago, Junction was at that 100% mark. So definitely a lot of humidity in the air for that for the storms to work with as we go through these next couple of days. The upper level pattern showing you this trough really just staying off towards the eastern United States, almost clipping the Lone Star State. If it moves just a little bit, we could see rain chances on the rise into the middle of the work week, but for now it's looking less promising, more like it's going to stay off towards the northeast of Texas a little bit. So we're going to see exactly if this moves or not. I've got hopes that it will, but when we're looking at the rain chances over the next 7 days, our best chance is going to be tomorrow, or tonight into tomorrow, and even into that Labor Day. But then look how it drops off, going through pretty much the entire work week. But then as we go into next weekend, starts to pick up just a little bit again, only about 20 to 30%. So I'm going to keep my eyes on that as well as we head through the next 7 days. But one thing to think about as we're getting all this rain into the area, this is the excessive rainfall outlook issued by the Weather Prediction Service. You can see off into San Angelo that slight level 2 out of 4 risk for some of this excessive rainfall, maybe leading into some flash flooding. So hopefully we don't see any of that, but just something to stay weather aware about as we go through these next 72 hours. For the Texas satellite, you can see that circulation over Texas pushing some of that into the San Angelo and the Concho Valley as well, but the majority of it has stayed off towards the south. That one flash flood warning is just outside of Crockett County, just off towards the west, and as we get a closer look at the Concho Valley, you can see really all the storms still hanging on. They've left portions of the southeastern area, but still holding on into the southwest over towards Crockett County. Looks like Sonora just got a little bit of a good downpour. Definitely over by Ozona if you're in that area. Probably some good rain, rumbles of thunder as well. And whenever we're looking at the rainfall totals, nothing too impressive for most of us, at least in the central and the northeastern areas, but most of it has stayed off towards the I-10 corridor. And looks like Sterling County picked up just a little bit of rain as well as we headed through our Saturdays, really. Whenever we're going through that futurecast, keep an eye off towards the north is where we're going to be seeing some of that storm activity. Into the overnight hours, we do have maybe some isolated to scattered activity. I'm calling it about 40 to 50% shot of some rain here in San Angelo. And then as we go into the afternoon tomorrow, pretty similar to what we saw today, some of those scattered pop-up showers and storms. Don't pay attention to exact locations on this. These really could form anywhere in the Concho Valley, so hopefully we do see some rain here in San Angelo in areas where we didn't get it today. But then even into Labor Day, you can see it starts to run out of data, but off towards the north starts to get another system working its way into the area, so going to keep my eyes on that as well. So for tonight, going to be nice and cool out there. About 68 degrees is what we're looking at. Isolated to scattered thunderstorms out there, so make sure to stay weather aware. And as we go into tomorrow, pretty much a similar situation with some of that scattered activity. 84 degrees is going to be that daytime high thanks to the rain-cooled air and extra cloud cover. And working through that 7-day forecast, you can see temperatures going to be on the rise after we make our way through Labor Day. But then as we go into the next weekend, that first week of meteorological fall, going to hold on to those 90s before we cool back off with some rain-cooled air next Saturday.